Okay. Okay, well, we're going to continue, or we're going on Act 3, Scene 1. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Adadam Strandante Ridam Yache Punapura Srimad Rupam Mahamboji Rajuham Shambhave Bhave Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivāsari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Ooh, been a long day. Tata Parvishati. Conversing with Vrinda, Purna, this is the Vishkambhaka introduction. Conversing with Vrinda, Purnamasi enters. Purnamasi. Ah, the darkness of night is now ending. Look, look, frightened by seeing the effulgent Sharava beast of the sun glowing on the eastern horizon, the line of the moon, like a golden sandalwood ball, now runs to hide beneath the western horizon. The Sharava beast, something that has 4 heads, 8 eyes, and 8 legs, and it's so gigantic that it devours elephants in a single gulp. And it lives in Rasamrita Kunj. Didn't we read this verse already once? That same verse came up once before, didn't it? Especially when you go out at night, alone. Brinda, I heard a great sound, like the roaring from the depths of an agitated ocean, and so I have quickly come here. Please tell me, what is it? Purnamasi, daughter Brinda. It hasn't entered the courtyard of your ear? Brinda, noble lady, what is it? Purnamasi, yesterday, peacock feather-crowned Krishna returned to Braj after killing the Keshi demon, who became a mountain of anger when Arishtasura was killed. Akrura, who had been sent by King Kamsa, arrived at the palace of Nanda Maharaj. Tomorrow morning, when the sun rises on the eastern horizon, the king's messenger, Akrura, will take Krishna and his elder brother Balaram to Mathura, the capital of Kamsa, the great enemy of the demigods. Pour me a little water over there into that cup. We're headed down the road of Vipralamba here. So it's good. Prabhupada said, try to feel separation from Krishna. Thank you. So what does that mean, trying to feel separation from Krishna? Well, you'll see what feeling separation from Krishna is like, because you'll experience something different in throughout the rest of Lalita-mādhava. And that feeling is the feeling that you should try to cultivate, especially when we're chanting Hare Krishna. Brinda, because that's the mood of chanting. Chanting has a certain bhava. So, in other words, you're supposed to chant with a mood. Now, when we first come, our mood is that, we're told to do it, and then maybe we have the mood of trying to stay awake. but ultimately the mood is that same mood that's expressed in this verse. Ai dina daya dranata he maturanata kadava lakshari. Who knows the verse? One person knows the verse. Very good. At least very good for the person. Because says this is the mood in which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in. It's quoted in Chaitanya Charitamrita 2-3 times. And so ultimately our chanting, first we may do it just with an effort. So that's why Prabhupada says, try to feel separation. So actually, we should naturally feel separation. But until we spontaneously feel separation, we can try to feel it, which is feeling by effort. Vrinda, silent for a moment, and then with a long, warm, unhappy sigh. If Akrura takes Mukunda to Mathura, then for what purpose shall I beautify the new forest grove? For what reason shall I make a bed of flowers, or make the fragrant vines blossom always, even after the blossoming season is past? Purnamasi, with anguish. The lotus eyes filled with anguish, the gopis have stayed awake the entire night, crying with long wails, frightened because of ecstatic love, and always angry at Akrura. Now that night is over, as if it had been only a single moment, alas, sad is the gopis' fate. Vrinda, with tears, alas, by churning the great ocean of Gokula, the Mandara mountain of Akrura has extracted the moon of Krishna and created the Kalakuta, poison of the Vrajbasis' anguished separation from Krishna. Purnamasi, child, let us go to the gate of the Gopa king, Nanda. Walking, she looks ahead and then begins to shed tears. Nanda's wife, Yashoda, is so agitated, she forgot to offer suitable prayers for her son's safe journey. She is so perplexed that she forgot to prepare a lunch for him to take on the road. She simply embraces him again and again, cries, and muddies the dust on his body with the stream of tears from her eyes. Brinda, in elsewhere, it's written that Mother Yashoda, she tried to hide Krishna. She took him over here, and that's not good enough, and over there, and finally she took him in her bedroom and hid him behind the curtain, said, you stay there and don't move. So Krishna's standing behind the curtain, and then Nanda Maharaj comes and he talks and he convinces her. He says, I'm also going and I'm going to bring him back. He says, don't worry. So she lets him go and goes. Nanda Maharaj takes him down, or she takes him down, and when the other Brijbasi ladies see that, they start screaming at her. Says, what kind of mother are you? How can you allow this boy to go out? So when she hears, she gets completely confused and she pulls him off the chariot again and tries to take him back in. But Nanda Maharaj pacifies her and says it'll be all right. Anyway, it's yeah, Krishna Sangati. Vrinda, did the noble lady hear what Shaibya said to her friend? Purnamasi, what is it, my daughter? Vrinda, she said, O bewildered girl, I think it is because you are so absorbed in churning yogurt that you do not hear the pathetic wailing of Braj. O my friend, a wicked messenger of the king is now hurrying Mukunda to Mathura. Purnamasi. Child, because you were agitated by Shaiva, you could not hear Shyama's lament. Vrinda, what you say is true. Tell me what Shyama said. Purnamasi. The sun has now risen, and Gandhini Devi's son Akrura stands on the chariot, happily reciting prayers for a safe journey. Alas, when the horses begin to gallop, they will break only the earth with their hooves, and not you, O my heart. Brinda, how does Bhadra lament? Let us listen. A voice from behind the scenes. O bird of my life breath, even though in your presence your beloved Krishna hastily climbed aboard the chariot, still you refuse to abandon this slain body that has become your nest. Purnamasi, glancing to the left. My child, Chandravali fashioned a garland for Madhava to wear at noon. Padma is now speaking to her some words that pierce her like a javelin. Let us listen. A voice from behind the scenes. Even though Krishna, who carries the Sudarshan chakra and who is very affectionate to his associates, has already climbed the chariot, you are still intent on stringing the flower garland. O fickle, deaf Chandravali, has the deep, sustained, tumultuous wailing of the gopis not entered your ears? All the gopis are in a state of absolute bewilderment, and they're in a very exalted stage of separation, ecstasy and separation. And so Chandravali is just sort of absorbed in stringing a flower garland as if nothing's happening, because her mind just can't accept what it is that she's heard. Then who was it over here that I forget again. One of the gopis says, anyway, it's okay. It's only the earth that will break when Krishna leaves. In other words, my heart's not going to break. I don't care. What difference does it make if he goes? Vrinda, look. Placing unconscious Chandravali in front of the chariot, Purnamasi, hearing from her friend the unpleasant news of Lord Krishna's departure for Mathura, Chandravali, alas, became overwhelmed. The half-strung flower garland slipped from her hand, and she, what do I gotta do? I want to water her. Chandravali, alas, has become overwhelmed. The half-strung flower garland slipped from her hand, and she at once fainted, as if dead. Vrinda, look. Placing unconscious Chandravali in front of the chariot, Padma cries bitterly. A voice from behind the scenes. O girl who has lost all hope, try to understand for a moment. Look from the corner of your eyes and see merciless Akrura, the son of Gandhini, quickly bringing the horse. Bringing the horses. Purnamasi, child, because I cannot see Radha, I am very worried. Vrinda, looking to the right. Alas, look. Vishakha and the other gopis cannot bear to either tell or not tell Radha the news of Krishna's departure for Mathura. They are completely stunned. They stand together, ear to ear, as if they have lost all sense. What will they do? If they tell Srimati Radharani, she's going to completely be destroyed. If they don't tell Srimati Radharani, then Krishna's going to leave. Then she's going to go through the same devastation anyway, and at the same time she's going to vent her anger on them. Purnamasi, unhappy. O Radha, when the blinking of your eyes momentarily interrupted your seeing Krishna, you would glorify the fish, who were so fortunate that they did not have to bother with this blinking. O Radha, whose heart is wounded by love, what will happen to you now that fate is taking Madhava to Mathura? Yasyalo kasuke kritena nimisher akshipya mani manak pratyuhena varakshitad virahitastvam naushimi nirapi tasmin vindati madhave madhupurim daivam na janimahe harate pranayanu vidha manasakate gatir bhavini. Fish don't blink. So Srimati Radharani, that is called anurag. Anurag is when a devotee, and it's actually just a stage of Mahabhav or a stage before Mahabhav, when a devotee becomes envious of inanimate things or animals and so on, because they have an advantage over him, her, in seeing Krishna, serving Krishna, or something. How fortunate is the earth, the gopis say that in chapter 21, because Krishna's always walking on the earth. Wherever he is, his lotus feet are always on the earth. So we don't have that fortune. It's very rare for us to get Krishna to place his feet upon our bodies. It seems like that's some kind of, I don't know, intimate, loving exchange that's part of Vedic culture, is when the man puts his feet on the chest of the lady. Vrinda, look, the tumultuous sound of the gopis crying has made restless-eyed Radha run from the path like a frightened doe. Purnamasi, alas, agitated with transcendental madness, Radha now babbles eloquent nonsense, running from one language to another. So just like here, the next verse, first two lines are in Prakrit and the next two lines are in Sanskrit. A voice from behind the scenes. Now that I see Braja's Prince Krishna standing on the chariot with his brother and uncle, why do I stumble and fall to the ground? Why does the earth move about like this? Why are the Kadamba trees dancing? Purnamasi. What is Lalita saying? Let us listen. A voice from behind the scenes. Krishna is now beginning on the path around Govardhan Hill. O friend Radha, please do not lament. Now they're in Nandagram, and they're outside Nandagram. And then they go around the path, which there is north. They go from Nandagram, and they go on the road. Now that road is there right now. Nandagram, Barshana, Govardhan. It's a beautiful, beautiful drive. In spring, you were there when we went to You were there, right? Where we went to Java, and when we came back along a good part of that road. It's very, very nice. No, roads don't change. Purnamasi, listen to what the girl is saying, a voice from behind the scenes. Now I know everything, my friend. What will you cleverly hide from me? Wretched girl, stop. I will not be unhappy when Krishna is gone. Why does this shameless breathing again and again move in my throat? Brinda, O noble lady, Vishaka is about to say something, a voice from behind the scenes. After he kills Kamsa, Krishna will again meet you in the middle of the night. My friend, you are the most patient and tolerant of all the gopis. Please don't be upset. Listen to this eloquent Purnamasi. Listen to this eloquent gopi's words. Nasva shanam virachanam tvam vidam hatashe shushyan mukhi mamagunam parikirtayanti duradamardavobritopi muhu kshamaya kukshim vidarayati pasyaratanga. A voice from behind the scenes. Don't console me. Hopeless girl, your mouth is dry praising me. Far away the wheel of Krishna's chariot again and again breaks the belly of the hard earth. Purnamasi. Her heart, afraid of lotus-eyed Krishna's journey, Radha, whose eyes are like chikora birds, has become restless. Vrinda. One moment she cries bitterly, the next moment she rolls about on the ground before the chariot. The next moment her tear-filled eyes gaze at Krishna's face. The next moment she places a blade of grass between her teeth and bows down before Lord Balaram and begs him not to leave Vrindavan. Is there any person Radha will not throw into the ocean of intense compassion for her? Up until now, the gopis, Srimati Radharani, kept their affection for Krishna hidden, so didn't know. Now, all of Vrindavan is there. So in front of everybody else, this whole scene is going on, and Chandravali doing this, and Shaibya doing that, Padma doing that, Radharani doing this. So it's like, it appears like to a stranger who walks in, it appears like a madhouse. And then Mother Yashoda and the other ladies, elder ladies, and the cowherd boys, they're not even mentioned over here. They're also. But of course they will go, they will be able to go with Nanda Maharaj. So they feel more pacified. Purnamasi with tears. Although in the presence of her dear gopi friends, she would never for even a moment glance at Krishna with even the slightest fragrance of tears gliding to her lips. Now, without any embarrassment, even before her superiors, she stares at him with tear-filled eyes. Radha makes my heart wilt with pain. So it's very interesting that the gopis, they even hide their affection for Krishna from each other. Oh. Is it okay? They hide their affection for each other, to Krishna from each other, only like Radha with Lalita and Vishaka. So you can see that Nanda Maharaj, and Gambhira Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with Ramananda Roy, Swarup Damodar Goswami, no one else. Maybe Raghunath Das Goswami, sometimes he's there. As Krishna rides on the chariot, gazing at Radha's anguished face, how many thick tears appear in his eyes, like drops of honey on a lotus flower. Brinda, noble lady, the gopis' life breath will now follow their master Krishna. Purnamasi, look, look, here comes someone bearing a message from Krishna. The message says, O beautiful, pious gopis, some anguished nights you may see before you again attain my auspicious company. In this way, Krishna, the killer of Aghasura, with the ropes of hope, tightly bound the deer of the lotus-eyed gopis' life breath. So, I mean, this is just part of the whole description. It's really very lengthily described elsewhere, Gopal Champu and other Puranas. You get a whole picture when you put all those together. It becomes very, very elaborate. But here the point is that Krishna is sending messages, and as he's going, as he's leaving, he stops and he keeps sending messages with different people back to the gopis. Maybe he's sending to Mother Yashoda, we don't know, but you can see here, Rupa Goswami is only talking about the gopis. Of course here, this is Srimati Radharani here is the central character of the drama. And so it says here that so Krishna gives them hope, and otherwise they'd give up their life. But it's this hope that Krishna is going to come back. That's what keeps them alive. That's what keeps all the Brajbasis alive. No, maybe he'll come. They're like Mahayogis, all the Brajbasis, so they could just give up their life, air at will, but then they tell each other, no, Krishna sent a message and he said that he's going to come back. So don't die, you have to stay. Asha Pashar Sarisham Prana Sarangagandar Itam Dirghara Dhamajinahanta Sandhi Toguda. Oh, Bhavi Bhavya Punar Api Maya Mangala Sangamova. So Bhavi Bhavya Punar Api, a few days will pass before you again will see me. And of course here it also says Krishna's crying. It's not that Krishna's indifferent. Krishna's crying to see the suffering of the Brajbasis, especially to see the suffering of the gopis. And actually on several occasions he wants to get off the chariot, but Balaram grabs him. On one time Balaram grabs him and he says, don't forget that we have a mission. We've come here for a mission to kill the demons. You can't just stay in Vrindavan and be happy. You've got to do your duty. So this is an example where Krishna actually becomes obliged to do his duty. He's so much more happy if he stays in Vrindavan. He has no care, no worry, but still, Paritanaya Sadanam Vinacha Duskritam and so on. So Balaram reminds him, you have a duty, we have a duty to do. And then when you do that, then you can come back. Poor Brinda, with anguish. Now that lotus-eyed Krishna has left Braj to go to Mathura, the bumblebee will no longer drink honey, the peacocks will not decorate the forest with their lively dances, and the Chakravaka birds will refuse to keep company with their wives. Purnamasi. Following the tracks of the chariot wheels, she laments. Radha's pathetic cries of grief plunge the entire world in an islandless ocean of intense pain. These marks in the all-tolerant earth that appear to have been made by the wheels of the moving chariot have in reality been made far away by Radha's cries. Because of course Nandagram and the palace is on the hill, so they come down, and the place where the chariot is standing is called Vidyut. Vidyut means lightning bolt, because the whole experience to the Brijbasis was if they were like struck with a lightning bolt, or just like a shock. And last verse, Vrinda, alas, alas, the pain of separation from Mukunda has unsettled Radha's mind. Sometimes she runs about, and sometimes she stands still, like a painted picture. Sometimes she laughs, and sometimes she weeps bitterly. Sometimes she is very talkative, and sometimes she is silent. This is ecstasy. A voice from behind the scenes. My dear friend, where is Krishna, who is like the moon rising from the ocean of Maharaj Nanda's dynasty? Where is Krishna, his head decorated with a peacock feather? Where is he? Where is Krishna, whose flute produces such a deep sound? Oh, where is Krishna, whose bodily luster is like the luster of the blue Indranila jewel? Where is Krishna, who is expert in rasa dancing? Oh, where is he who can save my life? Kindly tell me where to find Krishna, the treasure of my life and the best of my friends. Feeling separation from him, I hereby condemn Providence, the shaper of my destiny. This verse is in Chaitanya Charitamrita, and in the Nilachala Mahaprabhu movie, it's also quoted. Kva Nanda Kula Chandrama, Kva Sikhi Chandra Kalanarkriti, Kva Mandara Murali Rava, Kva Nu Surendra Nilajjuti, Ka Rasara Satandavi, Kva Sakhi Jiva Rakshoshadir, Nidir Mama Surittama, Kva Bata Hantaha Dhigvidim. Oh, we're finishing. Purnamasi. Alas, alas, this body is now overwhelmed with pity. I must go at once. Vrinda. Noble lady, I would like to bring Mukara here. They both exit. Thus ends the Vishkamba interlude. Scene 2. So it's like this whole, not just the village, but this whole district, because people, the news spread when Akrura came and he told Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yashoda, then the servants heard and others heard, and the news just spread throughout Vrindavan. So during the night, people from all over the villages came. So you've got this whole district, people, of course, according to, you could say that according to the distance they lived from these three towns, Vrindavan, Varshana, Javat, that was how strong their love for Krishna was. So it wasn't all the same. But still, you've got all these people who are all just going mad. So it's like it's not going to madhouse, it's going at the whole country of mad people who are going crazy all over. Well, it's all over one person. No one even mentioned Balaram at this point. There's other gopis who are lamenting Balaram, but you can't present everything, otherwise it would be endless. He would still be writing the book. So everybody's lamenting over Krishna, that what will we do if Krishna goes, if Krishna leaves? You feel it? So that's what Prabhupada is. You feel something? Swiss people feel?
Even Swiss.
Yeah. So Prabhupada said, try to feel that separation. Remember, and then those verses are there. The bees won't collect honey, the peacocks won't dance, the flowers won't bloom, everything in Vrindavan will stop. And it's like that. It'll be like, there's two visions when a Krura comes. One is he's seeing Uppercut Vrindavan, and the other is Prakat Vrindavan. Uppercut Vrindavan, everybody's joyful, and that's what Bhagavatam describes. And then Prakat is when everybody's like, it's like going into a graveyard. Okay, it's late. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Lalita-mādhava ki jai.